Hello, I'm going to share a little bit on 5 key words of some of the things that I've been experiencing lately, and I think it might help with other people out there who are feeling the same thing. So the 5 key words are hope, believing in self, control, teamwork, and trust. So let's talk about the first one, hope. So if you're out there feeling like hope's diminishing, it's not there the way it used to be, we used to look for a bright future, we're not so sure at the moment, then it's okay to kind of be in that space. And what may be missing is a belief in self. Since man first arrived here on the planet, we've been able to find solutions. We've been able to find solutions to everything. That's just the nature of who we are. We're solution-orientated creatures. We move towards harmony. We move towards something that's going to work for the collective. Why? Because we're all connected. Every single one of us is connected, and when we finally get that we are connected, then we want to help everybody. Not that we can help everybody, but that we want to. We want to reach out there, connect with people, and support them in a way that has them feel that they belong, that they're not on their own. That's our nature. So believing in self is actually really important. Believing in self is what has us have hope, because we know that we're going to be able to work it out and find solutions any way we can. So some of the things that can help if we're lacking a little bit in the believing in self area is the first thing is do little things for yourself around the home. We're all kind of in lockdown mode at the moment, but those little things around the home that we think it doesn't matter, they actually do matter. They have an impact on us, like getting out of bed when we say we're going to get out of bed, having a shower when we normally would, or if we don't want to eat that particular piece of food, then don't eat it. Or you set yourself little tasks, then in the end, you can trust yourself. So when you get to that point, you get bigger and bigger tasks that you set yourself. And that builds a belief in yourself that you can rely on yourself, that you can come up with solutions. You'll start to feel better. You'll actually feel like hope starts to rise again. The second thing is control. So control is really about how you're feeling. It's not really about what's happening. Control is about what's going on for you internally, what's happening in your mind, what you're resisting or what you're concerned about or what you're afraid of. And, the thing about control is setting boundaries. When we start to set boundaries, we start to feel like, yes, that I'm actually okay here. This particular area is that I'm safe, or that I've asserted myself. And it doesn't have to be aggressively. It can be done in a gentle, harmonious, loving, caring way, but setting boundaries nonetheless. And they can be done for very small, simple things. So once again, look at how it is around in your home. You can do little things where you look at, okay, where do I feel controlled? Is it happening in a home? Is it happening in your environment? Is it happening globally? If you've got those feelings like you're being controlled, then go back and practice the belief in self things so you can start to have some hope. And then that'll help sort that out. Now, one of the things that a lot of people are feeling right now is that they're divided. And that's part of what's going on right now. The energy is about dividing us. Well, we know the famous saying around that, divide and conquer. So how do I then establish teamwork? Well, first thing is establish teamwork within yourself. So have yourself feel balance between your head and your heart. So the two have got an aligned message. So you're not acting on fear. You're being aware of what's going on. It's perfectly okay to notice stuff. But when we start to get concerned about it and it starts to take over, that's when we need to take control. And our teamwork then is about us acting and being militant and diligent with ourselves, so we don't allow these things to start controlling and dictating what we allow in our mind. That's very important. We are the ones in control of what goes through our mind. So the teamwork then becomes in reaching out with other people and use whatever medium you can. It could be the phone. There's nothing wrong with hopping on the phone and chatting with people. You might chat with someone for 3 hours. You might chat with someone for 5 minutes. You might ring around a whole lot of friends every day and speak for 5 minutes each. Whatever it is that you do, just reach out and connect with people. If you're still working and you're working from home, make sure you're actually talking with somebody. So it's not all email exchanges. It's not all texting. It's not Zooms either necessarily the way either. It's like it's getting in there and actually feeling connection where there's an interaction. That's where Zooms miss out a little bit. They don't get that backwards and forwards interaction. Now, the fifth word is trust. Trust is really important right now. Because in these sort of times when we're hope's diminishing, we're not believing as much in ourselves, we're feeling controlled, the teamwork's not really present, we tend to go inwards and we stop trusting. Trusting is actually really important. When we feel repelled and we want to step away from something, then usually you'll find the solution is in moving towards the thing that we most fear, the thing that we want to protect ourselves from, the thing that we are unsure of. Well, that's because it's outside of our comfort zone. And yes, it's going to take something. It's going to take something in understanding of ourselves that has us willing to step out in that particular place and trusting that moving towards that fear is the thing that we actually need to be doing for ourselves. So these are little things that can help to you to understand what's actually going on for you. And it's going to be different for everybody. And some of these words may not be applicable for you. That's perfectly okay. The ones that are applicable, the ones that aren't applicable. They're just things that I've been working through. Anyway, I'd like you to make some comments down below if you can. Just talk about maybe what you've been experiencing. I think that'll help a lot of other people who are experiencing very similar things. And but it'd be point number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, thanks everybody. I look forward to speaking with you next time.